Hello everyone. Today I am going to do the last part of computer networks for final year BCA students, that is network security and cryptography. So this is a part 1. So what is actually the network security? So network security is nothing but a concept where we are practicing to prevent and protecting the unauthorized access from the other networks. So I'm just telling the brief important points of this unit. So network security problems can be divided into 4. One is secrecy, authentication, integrity control, and the non-reproduction. Secrecy is nothing but a confidential. Data integrity is nothing but an integrity control where you have to maintain the data securely. Authentication is nothing but you have to make sure your data, whatever you have, that should be processed, that should be authenticated. The sensitive information should not enter into any other hand. And the non-reproduction deals with the signature, that is you should able to ability to make sure that the person or a party that we have contracted, they have to authenticate their signature. So these are the 4 important problems can divide into network security. So as we have discussed the layers of the network, so each layer will be contributing with respect to the security. So for that, what is actually how the security is implemented, for that we are discussing the cryptography. That is, we will begin how the security will be examined in all the layers, whether it can be a transport layer, data link layer, or application layer. So here the first of all, what is actually the cryptography? Cryptography is nothing but a secret writing. So whatever the data you have, that will be written in terms of different language, so that any other person will not get to know that what actually it is. So in the cryptography, the many important definitions are ciphers and codes. So ciphers and codes are what? So these are the ciphers. So ciphers is nothing but a character or a bit or bit transformation. Codes are nothing but what you are writing with respect to that symbol. So if you change from one point to other point, then the result we call it as a ciphers. By what you are sending, that is a key, that is called as codes. So this is a very important definition, ciphers and the codes. Next is that what is the main diagram of the cryptography method. So in the cryptography, you have very important thing is encryption and decryption. So encryption is nothing but you will be having the plain text, so that will be encrypted by using a encryption key. Then that result we call it as a cipher text. So whatever the key you are using, that we call it as a code. And again, reverse of this process we call it as a decryption. So that again you have to use the key, and that will be again turned to the plain text. This is with respect to the encryption model. So this is a component of these are the basic components of crypto system: plain text, encryption algorithm, ciphers text, decryption algorithm, then code, encryption key and decryption key. So art of the breaking ciphers, that is nothing but after doing the ciphers text, to if anybody is breaking the ciphers, is called as crypto analysis. Then devising them, we call it as cryptology. So next is very important thing is the types of ciphers. There are classified into 2. One is encryption techniques, then decryption technique. So first is we'll discuss regarding an encryption technique. The 2 basic builds of encryption techniques are substitution and transposition. So first is you have a substitution technique. If the first substitutions technique is nothing but you are replacing one letter or number or a symbol from other, or a sequence of bits, or in a pattern, or a single letter or a number. So in that, the first is a cipher, Caesar cipher or a shift cipher, where you have to shift the block, shift the letter. So depending upon the numbers or letters. See here, this is a plain text, pay more money, where I have shifted P to S. How S is come? So you have to take the alphabetical order, that is A, B, C, D, like this. See. See, A, B, C, D, the right here I have taken the shift number is 3. So that is nothing but a K value. So that means what? I have shifted A, 3 means A, B, C, D is the next. D I have given the shifted to all the numbers. So this, wherever you have A, that will be substituted to D. Like that, it is a substitution cipher. So here the value of K is depends upon your value. So whatever the value you will take, that will be accomplished here. So you have a 3 here, that is a K. Fine. So this is with respect to the Caesar cipher. Next you have, next improvement is nothing but, as it is defaultly everybody will take 3, so you can go for random change of alphabets. So here you have 26 letters, means you can have a 26 permutations where you can take any value to any alphabet. So here they have taken QWERTY, that is a keyboard cipher text, because A will become Q, B will become W. So when it will be like that, so this we call as then mono-alphabetic substitution. Mono-alphabetic substitution means you can take randomly, you can take the code. So this cipher's text, this code should be there to the sender also, so that the sender and the receiver both should have this code, then only you can decrypt it. So mapping to some other letter, this is called as mono substitution cipher. Okay, so here all the ciphers, mono substitution ciphers can break. So attackers can break, because we know the most common letters follow. E is the most common, T, O, N, I. So using this most common letters, you can break the cipher text. Easily you can get the plain text what actually you are sending. So for that, to overcome, the next is a transposition ciphers. So transposition ciphers is nothing but, here you are reorder, instead of changing, here you are reordering the letters. You are not substituting the symbols or letters. Here you are changing the letters. So how? So I have solved one problem here. See. So this is an example for transposition cipher, where the character of the plain text is written horizontally. You have to take the square. See, this is a plain text, hello world. So I have written in a horizontal like this. I have taken 4x4 matrix. So here, when you write in horizontal, when you are writing in a cipher text, you will take in a vertical like this. So HOLEWDLO space LR. So this is how you can write a cipher text by using transposition cipher. So one more example I have taken. You can also change the method, like mega bulk is a key. They have taken one key. Using that key, they have solved the transposition cipher. How? See. So this is a plain text, that is, please transfer $1 million to my Swiss bank account 622. This is a plain text, and the key is mega bulk. So how it will do? See. First, I have taken this, whatever this text is, that please transfer the $1 million in a key value is mega bulk. So I have taken 6 columns. So in that 6 columns, what and all the values will be, I have written up to 622. Remaining I have filled with ABCD. Fine. So now how to write it? So mega bulk is a keyword. So you have to write the values for that, that is A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, C is equal to 3, like that. You have to use the ascending order number of alphabets that you have to take. So using this code, which column first you have to write, which is 1, you have to write the first this column. So this is you have to write another example for transport cipher is mega. Here I am taking the key instead of using horizontal vertical, same method, but I am taking here a key. So the key is mega bike, MEGABUCK. So here the purpose of taking the key number is that which column you have to write first, so that you have to take. So how to use this? See, I have written an example. So here first I have written the key, and that number from ascending to descending order, alphabetical order, I have written the number from like this. So A will be 1, B will be 2, C will be 3, like that I have written a number. Then I have written the key, that is plain text. So plain text they have given is please transfer $1 million to my Swiss bank account 622. So here that I have written in terms of matrix, that is 6 cross 6. The key what I have taken, that you have to, that many columns you have to take. So using that I have written the message. After writing the message, while writing the cipher text, you have to see the number of the key. So first is A, this is 1, so this column you have to write first. So that I have written first. We have to write in a capital letter. Then the second one is this one. So next you have to write the second column. So like that you have to write up to the 6th column. The last one is 7th, 8th column. The last letter is B. Then B. So this is regarding transposition cipher. So next one is again again if at all if you have so many letters which is repeated, again it is very easy to crack this cipher. So the next type of cipher is one-time pad. So one-time pad, what is the actually main thing in one-time pad is main important points. So here you have to take the length of the keyword as same as that of the length of the plain text, and the keyword you can take randomly. It is not necessary that you have to take only this part like that. No, you can take anything, but once you have to use keyword, then that keyword you should not be taken. So how to use this, how to solve this one-time pad? So here one-time pad is, now I have taken the example. So the plain text I have taken as hello. So for this hello, what you have to do, for hello write the code, means what, A is equal to 0, B is equal to, you can take A is equal to 1 also. I have taken A is equal to 0, Z is equal to 25. So now I have written the values for each letter. So this is my plain text. This I have to convert into a cipher text. So how to write, how to convert a plain text into a cipher text by using one-time pad. So like HELLO I have written in terms of numbers using this code. Then after that I have taken key. So key you can take randomly any letter, but only thing is that length of the key should be equal to length of the plain text. So I have taken randomly. Again you have to write the values for this, which by using this code. Then after that, so B will become 1, A will become 0. Then after that you have to add the plain text value and the key value. So plain text and key value is, this is 7 plus 1 is 8. So like that you have to add. After that you have to subtract. So which number you have to subtract, which is greater than 26, that only you have to subtract from 26. Otherwise you have to keep as it is. 8 you keep as it is, 4 you keep as it is, 34 is greater than 26, so subtract from 26, so remaining is 8, this is 9, then 16. Then you have to write this 8, 4, 8, 9, 16 in terms of cipher text using the again this code. 8 will I, 4 is E, so this will be the LO cipher text is I, E, I, J, G. So as it is, this is a cipher text, you can again reverse it. So decryption is nothing but a reversed method. So how to do the reverse method? See, this is a reverse method, same pattern, only thing is that you have to reverse it. again write the value for IEG, then again you take the key value. The key value is same what I have taken the last time. So this is the key value 10, 23, 24, 2. So same key you have to take 10, 23, 24 and 2. Then after that, here instead of doing addition, you have to do the subtraction. So ciphertext minus key, you have to write this, you will get the answer. Whichever you have to add 26 which is less than. So 7, 4 which is negative number, add 26. Here you add 26, here you add 26, you will get the value, you will get the back plain text. So this is how the one-time pad is generated. So the next is, this is regarding the cipher. The last is a quantum cryptography. So to generate a one-time pad, one more method we call it as a quantum cryptography. So what is a quantum cryptography? Cryptography is again based on the quantum cryptography is based on the fact of light. So this we call it as a photon. Cryptography is based on the photon, where you have to polarize the light by using the polarizing filter, and this is done based on the protocol of BB84. So how it is done? So using the polarizing filter, you have to send the values to the other person. So depending upon what the second person has received, using that they will take the OTP. So how to generate it? For example, Alliance have to send a OTP to the Bob. So how it will be? So Alliance will be setting two polarizing filter, one is vertical and other one is horizontal. Again it is choice, this choice we call it as a rectangle basis. So here how it is will be assigned. So see here, first you have to mention the directions. You have to take the two values, that is zeros and ones. So 0, 1 is, if 0 is vertical, 1 will be horizontal, and also you have to have a degree. From upper to right will be 0, left upper to lower right will be 1. She sends the choice to the plain text to the Bob, and Bob will receive depending upon the true basis. See, this is the values data which is the Alliance have sent, that is 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 0. So the whatever the symbol it is written by using this values, that is 0 and 1. So 0 will be vertical, 1 will be horizontal, lower left to upper left will be 0, right left will be 1. So like that it has taken. Then Bob don't know which symbols the Alice is sending. So some random basis the Bob will set these bases. So whichever the value is correct, the Bob will receive that correct. So here you have yes. So yeses is nothing but the Bob is receiving correct. Wherever you have yes, see here you have yes, here you have yes, means what? This value is received same exactly by the Bob. So the yes value will become the OTP value. So Trudy is nothing but a here intruder. So intruder will not get the OTP because he will not get the same as, he will not have the same ruler basis of the Bob. So whichever the value will Alliance will send, so whichever he gets true, that will be the OTP. Now how will Bob will get to know that what the Alliance has sent? Means Bob simply ask what is the pattern it is sending. So Alliance will tell the Bob will send the pattern, this pattern, that is B. This pattern Bob will send to the Alice. The Alice will tell that which and all the values is correct. So that the OTP will generate. So this is what the quantum cryptography. So next is the last topic of this part 1. So this is a diagrammatical representation of quantum cryptography. You can go through this same. So you have a 4 values in that, using this 2 polarizing filter, so the Bob will receive the values. So the next is two fundamental cryptography principle is redundancy and freshness. Redundancy is nothing but whatever in a cryptographical message, cryptographic principle, the first principle is the message must contain some redundancy in such a way that your message will be longer and the intruder will not find easily. Then the next one is freshness. Freshness is nothing but every message it should have a less timestamp. So example is OTP. So OTP will get only within 10 seconds, it will be expired. So like that, every time the network should get new messages. So if you have a same message for a longer period, means it would be easily cracked. So the second one is some method is need to foil reply attack. So the every message in the network should be have a freshness. So this is the end of the part 1. The next part 2 will be regarding the data encryption method. So that will be discussed in the next part. Thank you.